Hello, 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 hello.
Beep,
Hello.
beep, boop, bop.
I think I did
It's
that.
me, the Mars rover. Beep, boop.
I knew
Woof woof, I'm the Mars rover.
of course. Real quick here, I'm gonna make. Oh my gosh, what did I do? I resized
What?
this between. Well, yeah, that's what I did. I forgot it mattered if you resized that. So let me real
Can't
quick.
be resizing things willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Pat is in slices, is what they're saying.
Everything is go. Okay, I need to lock things that are good, like that one. Sliced pat. Okay. And then.
It's a sliced kind of day.
I like that we've diversified our pig portfolio.
Oh yeah, that was.
Well, it's because, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, if you would like to. Oh, okay. When you were out, Pat, when you were moving and stuff, we were hosting the stream,
Yeah.
and we were like, oh, how do we show that Pat is gone? We need the photo of the pig. And we didn't know off the top of our heads what piece of media that pig was from. So I was
okay.
just searching animated pig, cartoon pig, and I was just desperately searching for that pig. And I eventually found him. I eventually found, like, I think pretty much the exact same photo. But then I was like, what if we used a different photo?
Yeah, Tina's gave us
Good
options.
call.
Did some
Yeah.
detective work
That's
and
great.
found this pig. Okay, so now we're good. I'm going to get started. Today we're playing two games from this year that are robot based. The first one is Mars First Logistics. I recently made a video about logistics. This is not that kind of game. So just like a heads up, it's the logistics, but it's much better, I think, to think of this game simply as just the Korok delivery quests in Tears of the Kingdom. Except
The art style.
oh yeah, and it's
The
also a
art style is really
beautiful
cool.
cell shaded. I feel like my
Yeah.
camera is really close, and I'm trying to figure out why that is. Oh, I guess because I had my mouse here. Okay, so I have a map of Mars with lots of places in it, and locations to go, and lots of contracts to deliver. So I've been saving this one. I'm gonna warp here because I gotta figure out how to do this.
Potato.
So
Okay, the first delivery quest, deliver Grizzytron to the barnyard. That's a request from chat.
God, I don't know how actually I'm going to do this if I have the parts for it yet. But those 3 potatoes, I have to deliver all 3 of them.
Okay. Trace papas.
Trace papa. And actually, I can maybe make this a little easier by resetting the potatoes. Okay.
It really is like the Korok quest. That's
And
so funny that it's just 3 normal size. I was about to say 3 little potatoes, but they're normal sized potatoes.
the other part
3
of this
normal sized potatoes.
is that your robot is very customizable. I think that's potentially how I can get these potatoes.
Is this the game where the devs said it was inspired by that Star Wars droid maker game, or is that a different thing?
Oh, I would totally believe that. Gosh, I played that Droid Maker so much when I was in like elementary school. The assassin droids were scary.
Oh yeah, they'd get you.
Okay, I'm trying to think about. You know what? I think this potatoes is too hard first. I'm gonna do one that's a bit more straightforward, so we get the idea of the game.
Yes.
Okay, so
I
I wonder. So okay, so I have this individual control, and then very precisely I can manipulate just like specific parts of my robot, and I also have a control here to raise and lower the claw mechanism. But this was more for like grabbing stuff, not a ladder. So I'm gonna actually try one of my other designs. You can save your designs. I think this claw guy will be perfect for this.
I love the sound effect of it rebuilding.
Yeah, it's like Legos. Okay, so just like NASA has to do it, I'm going to very carefully manipulate my claw.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
I can still do it, I think.
Okay, you can. Oh.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
We have a ladder, and now I'm gonna swing it on my back for better balance, because I've discovered they can really unbalance you. Yeah. Now I'm gonna make sure I have the ladder selected. That's what I'm doing, right? Yeah. Okay.
Now, loristically speaking, when the robot is switching designs and things, is there like an astronaut stationed on Mars who is adjusting the robot? Or does the robot like, is it a mutating, like shifting robot where it's like going into claw mode, going into bucket mode, beep boop bop?
We have a real ship of thesis problem here because when does it become a new robot?
Yeah.
How many pieces do we have to replace before? There are cute little robot astronauts in this. You see every once in a while at some of the bases.
You do? Oh my gosh.
It's the ship of Theseus.
I love the little smoke trails, the little dust trails off your tires.
It looks great. It's really such a charming looking game that I think helps its otherwise kind of like stuffy premise. But it really wants you to like the fact that you have to like individually control components very carefully to like that. When I've watched documentaries about like astronauts and working on space, that's how the robots work on Mars. They're like very methodical and careful because they don't want to mess up anything they're doing. Also because there's a huge time delay, but here there isn't, luckily.
That's so funny that like
the gravity's low too, so you can do this kind of like
that's sick
jumps with some nice control. Ooh, and I don't want to fall. I'm okay. I'm fine.
Have you done like a 180 or 360 flip before? And I'm like, you basically just did it.
Oh, I did it. I'm pretty good about resetting myself, though. I know when a roll will be just enough to... And I'm bottom heavy, so it wants to kind of roll back that way. But that's also why I added these jets, because they help me to reset myself if I need. And here we go. And this can be a little tricky, because I technically have to, like, fit it into this box. Oh, no, it was okay. Some things I had to, like... prop upright to get them to fit right. Yeah, and so that was just a side quest. It got me money, and I used money to buy parts. So like any of these parts I already have some of that have been unlocked, I can just buy more of them. Like this costs 200. This hydraulic cylinder is 175. Like.
So that was a side quest. So it's like there is like a plot to this game.
It's like main contracts and side jobs. There's still no one's told me the story of Mars logistics, but so let's try. I could go to a whole new area and do the crate of apples. That might be fun because it's funny when stuff is trying to fall out constantly of the thing you're carrying.
Yes, I can't wait to see that.
But let me fast travel. Where's zoom? There we go. I'm gonna fast travel closer to this spot because like any open world game, you do have to do... let me put a marker. Good enough. You do have to unlock towers, which is like your radio strength. So in order to get to this area, I'm going to have to go exploring a little. The environments feel very pretty and varied, even though it is just, a desert planet. Oh, I can also just reset my vehicle at any time, so I also don't have to worry about that.
Oh, cool.
The tricky part is when it's like you have the thing you're carrying with you. If it's tricky to pick it up, which sometimes they are tricky to pick up, and it's sometimes only you're capable of picking it up when it's at its origin point. You don't want to fall over and reset. But other things, it doesn't matter. There was something the other day I feel like I just kept resetting because it didn't really matter if I just picked it up again.
Does it get to the point where
I just
you
moved
need
my claw
like a
away.
bigger vehicle to move bigger things, or are you usually just dealing with small little objects?
I'm not sure. I feel like I've played a solid number of hours in this game, but a couple times that was because I was being really like I don't know, trying too hard to make something work that like the game clearly was like, you're doing it the hard way. Like go unlock like a better part for this and come back to it. But I was like, no, I'm gonna get this done. That's the tower.
Popcorn Pigeon said they got a Red Bull ad and they thought the voice actor was me for a second.
Are you moonlighting?
I wish. I want to hear that Red Bull voiceover ad. Just to hear what my voice sounds like to other people.
It's a pretty relaxing game too. I think I just watched some Star Trek while playing it.
Oh, that sounds really nice, actually.
It's just kind of a nice little thinky game. Nothing too bad can happen, you can save your game. So if you feel like
Mm.
some delivery quest is really frustrating you, you can always... I want to mark... What do I want to mark? Let's see. Probably this.
So do you feel like this is a good game to multitask with?
Yes, I would put this in that category.
Nice.
You're also spending a lot of time building things.
Mm.
Just refining your robot over and over until, like, I've made ones like this one here. I'll just show another one while I'm driving. Like this one was tricky to build because I had to like rotate the arms in a way, but as you'll see, this one is capable of...
Ooh.
I'll just see if I can drive while doing this. So you can
Wow.
move this forward.
Oh, this one's
Move
floppy.
this one
Why is it going
upwards.
forward like that? What?
I should stop because I'm going to tilt over. I can do that and then extend it again.
Whoa.
And I could just keep buying more of those and make a super long claw arm, and then I can, you know, carefully grab something with my
That whip.
grabby arm. So, you know, you can... Like, I say this is like the Korok game, and it's impressive how much customization that game has, but this is a building game. It has so many little Lego parts. You could build... there's a trailer for this game where people build, like, crazy rotating robots that don't use the game's traditional wheels. Like, you can make different versions of mobility in this if you want.
That's very cool.
I'm sure people have made walking robots, because you can also network two moving, like, hydraulics together so that they both activate at the same time. So I'll bet there is a way to do it, and people have figured that out.
That's very cool.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Camping Shock says, so this is Mars Stranding.
It is, actually. This is a Strand game. Definitely. It's just delivering stuff for people on a barren wasteland.
Is there any piss involved?
No, but it's weirdly optimistic despite that. Like, it's nice. It's just kind of a nice place to be, even though it shouldn't be.
Wow, imagine you go to Mars and it's like, I don't know, you're somehow able to smell despite having your astronaut helmet on, and it just like smells like the New York subway and like a bunch of pee.
Piss planet.
Piss planet.
What's the thing? I feel like astronauts have said something about like space smells like burning toast.
Yeah, or something along those lines. Not toast. It was something burning electronics, or maybe that's just what the fucking.
I'm trying to remember. I feel like it was what they said that what the spacesuit smells like when they come back in from being in space, which to me means it's the radiation or something is burning the suit in a specific way that they're smelling. But I don't know.
Right.
I don't think. Yeah, ozone.
Ozone. That might be it.
I guess they're not. I think they're.
Wow.
Still, the space station is technically in like the very edges of our atmosphere, so maybe there is some ozone up there. Tiny amounts of it. I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass right now. Okay, so this is where the environment...
Or fried steak, says Popcorn. They're probably smelling their own cooked flesh.
So yeah, this is what happens when you start going too far. I wonder if I can...
From the base?
From a radio tower, which is why I have to like unlock a new one, which is where I'm trying to get to. It's right around here.
It would be very cool if you had to build the new radio towers.
Yeah. Oh, is this gonna work perfect? Oh, nope, it's not.
No. Oh no.
Tumbling. Okay, I'm gonna try something that's a little bit more balanced for driving. This guy is better. And I put that little roll bar there in the back because it makes it easier for it to roll back on its side.
Oh, smart.
I felt proud of that feature. It doesn't work perfectly because it's only in the back, but...
Something I've never asked before is, someone says Pat audio is quiet for them. Is Pat audio
quiet? I might just be
for other
talking too
people?
quietly. I can try to project a little bit more.
Okay.
Use the stage voice.
That doesn't help.
Projection.
I can boost Pat.
But what is it that interests you about space, Clayton? Like, what is it?
Yeah, that's a great question, Clayton.
Gosh, that's a broad question. I think there is something about it being a frontier. That there's like still new things to discover there. Like I watched a video not that long ago this person on YouTube. He just does these great documentaries that are just free and very pretty. And he basically made a bunch of visualizations of these just wild planets that NASA has discovered recently. Like one of them was a planet that is like a gas giant too close to a sun, so its skies rain metal.
That's so cool.
Or something like that.
That's insane.
Another one was an insane ringed planet like Saturn that if it was... like the video does this pull out where it just keeps going and it starts to be like, no, it can't just keep going, it can't have that many rings.
You got
but
too many rings, dude.
But
that's so cool.
it's just
Man,
absurd to describe. And then the cool thing about it is then it shows like what this Saturn would look like if it was our Saturn in our sky, and it would be bigger than the moon. It was ridiculous.
I like sci-fi, I feel like a lot of times just like sort of ends up just sort of swapping out a couple things so that stuff doesn't get too unrecognizable and freaky. But I would love some sci-fi that was just like raining metal planet and shit. Like, I want to see the breadth of how weird it is instead of just like essentially space western.
Oh yeah, like keeping it kind of like palatable to the Earthling mindset.
Right.
I did
Just kinda
enjoy...
going, yeah.
Yeah. So I've been watching a lot of Star Trek, including Strange New Worlds, which is extremely good, and I highly recommend it. And there was a thing recently in an episode where they... And this very rarely happens in Star Trek, but I always love when it does, which is when they have to talk to an alien that is not humanoid.
Oh, yeah.
And I realized that that's what the show did. Is it just decided, okay, we only care about like the humanoid aliens, and those are the ones that are always in the show because they just have a little makeup, and that's that. But it does make room for the fact that like there are humanoid aliens in that universe, and they're always bewildering. Like they're hard to talk to, they're gaseous, they're like they can't exist in atmosphere or something like that, which is like, yeah, that's probably a lot more accurate. There'd probably be a lot more of that.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, so I enjoy
Imagine
that.
a sentient gas creature.
They're always
Like,
doing that.
How would that even work?
Yeah, imagine like, I mean, honestly, Futurama, I feel like does a really good job of like riffing on those things, like, because there's that they go to the planet where everyone's a liquid and Fry accidentally like drinks somebody important.
Oh,
You could inhale somebody.
that's crazy. Wow.
I mean, and then like, if you start thinking about like how like weird like things that we don't quite consider life or sentient intelligent life that we have here on this planet, like mushrooms and stuff, like funguses, like imagining even more advanced versions of those things that we can't even really comprehend.
Oh wait, I don't have to do this.
Right, like maybe like something that's like a mushroom or tree where it's like it really can't move, or like, it moves at like such a slow growing pace or whatever, but it's like it is sentient and can like talk and communicate and you can understand it, just like it's just rooted to the ground.
That's cool. That's cool shit.
They're doing more research into that, which is fascinating. The way plants communicate.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Lance. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, just Lance Hart says Pat is still soft compared to game audio.
Okay. Let me boost our Pat.
Enhancing Patrick.
Enhancing Pat.
Okay, you're up to 150 now. So.
Thank you. And again, I will try to project. I'm such a fucking chronic mumbler, or as quiet as possible talker.
I think that's a funny joke / dynamic that I have heard I think like mentioned during like shoots before or something. Just that like Simone is very loud and the gain in studio needs to be adjusted for Simone going and just like laughing really loudly, but then also like it needs to be adjusted for your voice just being like, hello.
Yes, I love to edit audio on Overboard. It's always a good time.
Yeah, we have to. I'm always the floor. Simone is always the ceiling. It's useful.
Yeah, and then everyone else just falls somewhere in between.
Yeah. It's always so funny when one of our guests worries they're being too loud. It's like, oh, no.
No. We got that one covered. Simone is publishing a video today.
Oh, yeah, go check it out.
It actually went
Very
up.
exciting.
I think it
cool.
went up already.
Chat, if you haven't looked,
Yes,
it's about 2 things. And I'll say not Hemingway, just to take that one out of consideration. It's about 2 things. Guess what they are. I actually asked this to Plant this morning, and he guessed it. So.
Oh, that's so funny.
Or at least he knew what one of them was. One's a game and one's not.
Yes. What's this? I'm getting buzzed.
Yeah, we're getting lots of good guesses, but fake Hemingway. I have fallen. This is a tricky spot to get to.
It's a very durable rover. Like,
Oh yeah, no problem.
It'll fall, and it's just fine. Hello, Stoster.
Hello, Stoster.
I appreciate these
that was a package
guesses.
delivery. Let me just make sure that it
Yeah.
gets
Well,
in.
I guess I'll just say it.
Well, I was gonna say-
Should we say it?
People are guessing things, but consider it something that Simone has made more than one video about. She does make videos about lots of these things, but there's only one thing I think. Maybe she made more than one about horses, but Pacific Northwest, yeah. Architecture, there we go. Good job. We can talk about the rest now.
Yeah, architecture and Elden Ring, specifically like spaces, expansiveness, and compactness. I forget the exact word she used.
And lots of
But yeah,
subtle
it's-
commentary about public transit infrastructure.
It's a very succinct video that gets straight to the point, and it has some fun edits in it and stuff. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I was watching the TikTok cut down of it because we're also just posting it on TikTok since it's relatively short.
Ooh, 5-minute
essay.
video on TikTok?
Yeah, or I think like a couple things got cut out of it. It's
Oh,
like 4
right.
minutes,
Yes, it's
but
like 4 minutes, yeah.
It's still, it's long. It's long, so we'll see how that does on TikTok.
Speaking of which, it's been very cool that you have made TikTok essays a thing, apparently. Or, I don't know. I just,
I mean,
you can talk about how they like talk to you about it, but it was interesting to me.
yeah, I mean, they've definitely like been a thing by other creators. Like, I think the person before me that like did some like longer TikToks was the Planet Money intern guy who is now actually like I think a full-time employee, but he would make like minute long or maybe even 2-minute long like skit type
I didn't know that would stay there. Sorry about that.
But yeah, TikTok, the people at TikTok still were impressed that it's like, oh, you guys are doing like 3-minute video essays, and it's actually doing like well.
I love
They
that.
call it long form there.
I know. I love that.
Yeah,
Like, wow, these 3-minute videos are doing well.
So funny. And I also think it's funny that like they were surprised that the 3-minute videos were doing well, which makes me think that like I don't know, people who work at
land
like,
upright, land upright. Oh,
or at least some people that work at these social media platforms like don't even fully understand the scope of their own platform sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or, like,
absolutely.
Like the
Yeah,
communities move faster than the platforms themselves all the time.
Totally, yeah.
My KVM just arrived. Also, great job, Clayton.
Oh, thank you.
What's KVM?
A KVM is a switching device that allows me to use, theoretically, one keyboard and mouse setup between multiple computers.
Oh,
Because I've got my
Dastardly.
work PC right next to my my streaming and gaming PC, and I don't want to have 2 keyboards on my desk.
Okay.
nice.
So I'm gonna. I think actually the robot I have is perfect for this one.
Apples.
Because I used this, and you'll notice there's like a bumper inside this one, like here, and that was to I picked a computer that had a little floppy disk that kept falling out of it, and you have to deliver both pieces. There's also like a pizza delivery box that has a pizza in it you also can't let fall out. So I used the bumper to be like, stay in there, and it worked. So I do like how much this game can be like very simple problems, and you can just like, there's so many ways to solve them.
That's super cool.
So I'm going to go into this design. Hold on, I need to pick that part, get rid of it. Remove. I'm gonna add a bigger, yeah, this'll work, I think, better. No, wait. Oh no, that's not as big as I thought. Okay, that won't work better. I need to just make my own thing. Let's see here. Okay. And then, can I, yes, perfect. I'm gonna have to buy some more of those.
Oh yeah, so your economy is based on the deliveries you make, I'm guessing?
Yep, I earn money, and then doing main quests gets you money and new parts that are unlocked, and gives you a couple freebies. Okay, I feel like this should work as long as I can fit around the apple crate. So extend. Alright, we've got extension. I'm gonna go the long way. Alright. Just... Okay.
Apples acquired.
And now lowering...
Now can your apples take damage?
No, but they can fall out.
apples take damage?
They can fall out. Okay.
You eventually like bruise the apple so much that you can't complete the delivery.
You deliver a bunch
All
of
right.
apple.
And
apple
now
sauce.
Yeah.
securing apples. Apples secure. Raising apples.
Man, Clayton, I don't want to gloat in front of you, but the produce situation out here is so choice.
Okay, I'm worried that these are gonna fall out. Well, we are getting our New York apples.
Oh yeah,
it's
no,
apple time.
I think you guys are definitely, you have the lead in apples in particular.
But I don't know if there's anything else.
I was eating a sandwich with a tomato slice on it, and I was like, why does this taste so good? And I was like, oh, it's because the tomato is red and not gray.
Well, I am lucky to have a gardener wife who makes beautiful tomatoes. Beep, 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 beep. I think I can make it. Also,
this is a great design for moving this kind of box.
No, I had another similar box thing. I forget what was in that box, but this was just a modified version of that box. Now, luckily, it looks like the terrain is very easy on this delivery, but if it wasn't, then I probably would have to revise this design, because this is not a very all-terrain vehicle.
Right.
Unless I'm willing to do what I did to get up here and just rocket myself up and hope it works. Which, you know, does work sometimes. Oh yeah, also it always builds a building when you do these main quests. So I guess that does slowly... I guess it's not unlocking this area, but the environment...
It is a strand game.
The environment changes thanks to you.
Neat.
And I got it. I see there's some guys. They always jet out of your way if you try to run them over.
Oh, fun. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, I like them for establishing scale, though. That's really cute.
Yeah. Beep boop.
Man, what a cool little game.
It was, Russ recommended it to me back when I was making the logistics game. Because it had logistics in the name, and I was like, that's interesting. It's not really what I'm talking about, but I'll check it out. And I didn't for a while because I had so many logistics games to play. And then when I finally did, I'm like, oh, I see what he means now. It is just the Korok quest. It's very pleasant.
Do you play this on Steam Deck or mostly just at your PC?
I play it on my PC because I have a second monitor, so I can like watch Star Trek or something on there. And I'll also mention, because I guess I already mentioned that like Strange New Worlds, frankly, some of the best sci-fi in TV in a while, just in terms of like you get a good sci-fi story in one episode, and they're like sometimes classic inversions on tropes you feel, and their new takes on it, especially ones about Star Trek's particular what's that thing when it's like a thing that it really likes to
Milieu?
I'm looking for that, but I feel like it's like not bits and bobs, it's little areas of interest. The episode where they lost their memory in that in the second season was freaky. Like that was, it's done a couple times where it's been able to render a sci-fi concept so well and the characters make it so believable that it's freaky. Like I would not want that to happen to me.
Yeah.
The time travel ones, one of them really, like, at first I was like, I don't understand why we're doing a time travel one. And then it's like modus operandi is like, oh shit, that's such a good take on time travel episodes that Star Trek likes to do. There's a courtroom episode that's similar to that. There's just like, it's a very good series, and I recommend it to anybody, Star Trek fans
So
or not.
this is a new current series?
Yeah, it's technically the Enterprise before Kirk took it over. So Kirk's in it as like a younger dude, but Spock is in it, and it's one of the best Spocks ever. His voice is heavenly, and he's very funny. And then there's a bunch of other like all the characters on it are great, frankly. Uhura's in it as a young character; she's good. There's just so much. And then I was also just going to recommend as another sci-fi show. Foundation has been very fun. It started its second season. It's an Apple TV show. And somehow in this second season, they made this like Asimov story that's mostly about like history and culture and is not really about. It's not. I understand it. I have not read it. It's not really about like characters so much as it is about like the history of an empire. But somehow they've taken this kind of sci-fi book and turned it into like a rip-roaring adventure full of great action set pieces and super fun, interesting sci-fi concepts. And frankly, the best depiction I've seen of the like massive space empire trope that a lot of grand sci-fi likes to do. Like it's so interesting, and it's apparently
it's not a Star Trek though.
No, it's more like grand empire sci-fi, and how. And here's the thing about almost any grand empire sci-fi. It's always about how empires are bad and colonialism is bad. This one has some interesting ways of going about that, but it's also the reason the series is so fun. Oh, I didn't pick up the thing. Duh. I was wondering why it wasn't. This didn't seem right. It has Lee Pace in it. Just chewing the hell out of the scenery and having so fun as the Emperor. Oh, that's right. This is the potatoes I didn't want to do yet.
Chewing.
The first episode of season 2, he has a very good naked fight against a bunch of ninjas, basically.
Cool.
So it's
why naked?
Because he's in his bedroom doing some business.
Oh.
I don't want to spoil it actually, because what's happening is a spoiler. But
okay.
Yeah, just even if you don't think you're into sci-fi, I feel like it does a good job of balancing its sci-fi jargoniness with just good entertainment, good television. So I highly recommend it. I'm so shocked by how much. After the first season is just kind of like okay, like all the Lee Pace stuff is great, but now in the second season everything is great. So I highly recommend it.
Yeah, Lee Pace is always fun to see on a screen.
And then the British guy whose name I can't remember, who plays like one of the few real characters from the book. Harry Seldon is the character's name. I can't remember the actor. You know what? I'm using the wrong robot. Jared Harris.
I'm gonna disappear under my desk for a second to hook up this KVM.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Oh no, I need actually not this one. I need my special claw grabber. Yeah. I think this will work.
Now, why does the rover have to deliver all these things for the astronauts?
Yeah, I guess that's the logistics part of it, is that, you know, they just need stuff delivered around Mars, and you're a little robot. I don't know if technically, because there's radio towers, that means, like you were saying, I am a person somewhere controlling this? Maybe?
Oh,
like, I don't think it's AI.
It's not like a sentient, or just like, yeah. AI robot. Business being picking up this watering
Yeah,
can.
the thing about this design is it is a little trickier than I'd like to line it up with things. I'm probably making this harder than I need to. Okay. Grasping can. Raising can. Alright, can secure.
What do they even need to water on Mars? Oh, I guess there's like their indoor plants.
Yeah, I
inside
think.
the base.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh, close. I
Oh.
gotta be more careful on this bouncy ground. There is a greenhouse somewhere. That probably is where I'm going, you'd think, but I don't know. Like, what is this house? Have I been here before? This looks like houses.
I don't know why this building.
Oh,
Maybe it's just
habitat.
because we talked about Futurama, but that building kind of reminds me
It does.
of Futurama.
It
why?
does.
Art.
I guess like this is what you'd want a Futurama game to kind of look like in terms of the cell shading.
Yeah, yeah.
That show
True.
has come back so many times, and also they've made so many Simpsons games. I wonder why, or if they'd ever make like an walking around New York City in the year 3000 would be pretty fun.
Will New York City exist in the year 3000? Is the question.
Well, Futurama it does.
Oh yeah, true. It'd be cool if they had like I don't know. I haven't watched Futurama in so long, so I don't know if they already do this, but like current New York places, but like futurized.
Oh yeah.
So like they have like I don't know, like Ray's Pizza, but 3,000 years from now, like what would that look like? Or I'm trying to think what else. What would Washington Square Park look like 3,000 years from now?
Yeah, I have to.
That's interesting.
I'm curious now when I go look at. I know there's a ton of jokes like that, and I'd probably get a lot more of them now that I've lived in New York City for a decade, as opposed to when I watched it in college.
Yeah. I think I watched it back in high school. I think something like that.
Oh yeah, let's deliver a robot.
Wait, we're a robot delivering a robot now?
The Madison Cube Garden. I do remember that. Yeah, we are. Robots delivering robots. I don't think this claw is big enough to hold this robot. So I'm going to do a quick little change here. Okay. So if I go to build mode, there's a handy feature where I can copy this like grouping of things, destroy it, and then add like the one part I want to add, and then I can get that thing I copied back, and there we go. So I can extend my claw, and I think it'll be big enough to grasp it now. Oh, I've done a mistake though, which is that in doing so, these things both got put on the same channel. So what is this? What channel is free? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, wait. I need to do that. 6. Okay. Because I do not want everything controlled at the same time. Oh yeah, that is a good point. I missed somebody saying that, but this does remind me of a good version of the Mako levels in Mass Effect 1. And spin this around. And I can probably grasp this robot. I wonder if he's going to try to get away from me or something.
Pat returns from the deep caves. Yeah, Pat was in the mines.
Spelunking.
We yearn for the mines.
Okay, so twist this. Oh no, his head is opening. I gotta be careful about that.
No, don't hurt the robot.
It's kind of like a garbage can robot. Okay, just gonna make sure I'm tightened. Yeah, okay. I'm a little afraid he's gonna pop right out of there, but... oh wait, where's the map? Give me the... Track that. Okay. Other way. These tires are also real drifty. It's fun to drive.
That's pretty fun.
It's very
this-
pleasant driving physics, yeah.
If this was... Wait, is there any multiplayer in this game?
Not that I know of. Oh no!
Okay, because that...
Oh no!
Oh no! Because I was about to say that like you could have like a race.
Dear.
And
I'm
do, like,
close enough to where this started that I'm just gonna go back.
Nice.
Because you can just always reset the things. He's fine. He's right back home. He's fine. But we're gonna change my robot to... What should we change to? Well, I think I might just need to make some modifications so that I can grasp this robot better. Ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm gonna make a kind of fusion of these two robots I've made.
Nice.
So I don't want this or this. Actually, I wonder, I don't think I can copy from another robot, unfortunately. Okay, so what do I want to do here? What I want is to put 2 claws. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. Put this here. And this here.
You can be heard.
Oh, you're very quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll fix that.
Okay.
It'd be nice if you could just like launch these items like you could the Korok.
Yeah.
Strap it to a rocket and go.
How do I...
Bye.
So a thing I haven't figured out, and I wonder if you can't, but I can't figure out how to make this rotating guy rotate the other direction without just putting it the upside down, because what I'm trying to do here is make a claw.
The claw.
The claw. Okay, I am gonna.
Is my audio better now, volume wise?
Yes, it's very solid.
Cool.
Ooh.
They call me
Games.
Mr. One Keyboard.
Games like these, I feel like I would get very confused rotating things, especially because all the parts are like white, even though it
Yeah.
does highlight them when you are rotating them. I think I would
Alright.
still get thoroughly confused.
Let's try this one now. This might... I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I needed to put those on the same channel real quick. Let's see. Channel 6.
I always thought robot were really cool. Like the people at school or who would do like, the building robots or with
Robotics club stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, people that would like build robots. I was like, that's so cool. I want to know how to do that, but I just never had the motivation to actually learn how to do that. It's just like cool and fun in theory.
Yeah, the challenges there was a robot club I think at my high school in the years after I graduated, not while I was there, but like they would go to like robot meets and there would be like challenges where they'd come up with things like, okay, you guys have X amount of time to build a robot that will move this many balls from, or as many balls from this container to this container as you can. So everybody had time to like assess the challenge and like draft up stuff. It was very cool.
Okay, I got him, but I'm realizing he might open up when I... Yeah. Oh, does anything fall out of there, though? Maybe he doesn't. Just be very careful. And easy does it. Okay. So that is a better center of gravity than him in the front. But I might revise. Okay, this way. All right, take 2.
This seems solid. He seems pretty secure.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
Ooh, oh, he's a little back heavy, though. Hold on.
Okay.
For getting up this ledge. Let's see. Oh no. Don't want to break my robot. God, the cats are running. They're playing their chase game. Okay, that's a little better.
Adorable.
Okay. All right, we've made it farther, I think, than last time.
Okay, that's pretty great. I mean, it seems secure, even
Yeah.
if it is back
He's
heavy.
fine.
Yeah.
Just gotta be careful of these rocks. It was a huge difference, I'll say, once I got the big tires. At the beginning, you only have these small tires, which are not great for the Martian soil. But they look like the kind our rovers do use today, that are almost look like kind of like coffee cup cans or something with the lids open, more so than a tire. So my earliest designs use those, but once you get these tires, it's kind of hard to go back.
Once you go big tires, you never go back.
All right, what are they gonna build here with a robot?
I do love the concept of big tires.
Me
and big
too.
I don't know, something about big cars does excite me. Like whether it's like a monster truck or even just like a Hummer. I'm like, wow, that would be so cool to drive and be in one. And
I
like
think in a controlled environment, yes.
in a controlled environment, that makes sense. That makes sense instead of on the road.
Because those big trucks are so good at just, yeah, you're not going over that thing
Yeah.
if it hits you on the sidewalk. But yes, Polygon is sponsored by Big Tire.
But the big
yeah,
tire.
Big tire.
We don't like the big vehicles, just the big tires. Where is this one? What the hell?
Big tires, tiny vehicle. Tiny vehicle emphasizes how big the tires are.
That's actually a fun idea. I like that. Fit the biggest possible wheels you can on the smallest possible car.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Like what are they called? Those old Velocipede, the old huge wheel bikes.
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I'm imagining like a clown car with just like massive trucker elevated wheels. That's what I'm imagining.
I like that too.
Okay, so this is interesting. I delivered this wing here into this wind tunnel, and the delivery point was like high up inside that tunnel, so I had to like go in it, and you know, it's a wind tunnel, so I flew up there. So it wasn't that hard. But now, this is the first part. This is a exposition. This is story. We have to deliver the wing to a new place.
Okay.
And the wing is fun. It's been tested. That's why it's got a check mark on it. That's exposition. The wing is very hard to move because it's very big.
This is like me the first time I used chopsticks.
I don't even know if I can flip it. This is a bad design potentially for it. Yeah, let me try a different one real quick. No, that's not what I meant. I think I'm going to use the one, I've originally built kind of this one for this design. Or a simpler version of this robot. So, it's attached to me or something. Okay. Open up. And let's see. Oh, that didn't work. I gotta shove it against this wall, I think.
I wonder if this will... Can you hear this on stream?
Yes. Bong.
Yeah. How do you get that to work? What is
It's on a friend's server. There's soundboards on here now.
They're on Discord?
Oh no.
Yeah.
How do you set that up? That's so fun. Oh, I need to do that. Oh my god, soundboards? I love soundboards. That was
Thank you,
great.
Pat.
Yep.
Okay, I've got the wing.
How is that audio wise for chat? Is it like
Yeah, how's it in the mix?
Is
It's a little loud to
loud,
me,
or
but
it's
I
a little
don't.
loud to me, yeah, but I'm wondering like how it is for
Little.
They said good.
Uneven.
It's good.
Okay.
They said excellent. Loud in a funny way. It was
Loud
good
in a
the
funny
mix.
way.
It's a bit loud, but they said good. Okay.
I have one from a friend server that is just the most blown out recording of pipes and drums.
Oh god.
And it's so loud, and I will not be playing it on this stream, but it is so good to scare people with.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take the nice little path.
Oh.
Oh gosh, this
Are
is
we
hard.
gonna- Maybe
This
you
is...
could play that sound. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
For like a Halloween stream to scare
Ooh,
people.
get some scary sounds on here.
Like at some point we're gonna play a really loud sound and you don't know when it's gonna be.
Donk. Oh no. Yeah, this thing keeps wanting to kind of like fade to the right, so it's a little hard. I could totally make a robot that was perfectly designed for this part, but I just think I can do it.
Uh-oh.
Alright, here we go. Just stay airborne as... Oh no, it's tilting me backwards. Oh no!
Thank you for that. Thank you, soundboard Pat. Soundboard one keyboard Pat.
Finally lost it. Okay, I think I could probably push it the rest of the way. Maybe I'll be able to grab it. But... Oh, I got it by running at it. Alright. Come on, stupid thing. Oh no, wait, I can raise it up. I forgot I had that feature on this one. Ah, dang it. Wonder if someday this will be some person's job on Mars.
Great question, Zed. Not. I think it's actually also it's probably good to get a lot of dust in there.
In this wing.
Yeah.
Come on, man, grab.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's good. Good.
Good. Thanks
Crap.
for the help, Rock.
And we're going
So
up. And we're flipping it over.
Soundboards,
Yes.
you can use sounds from other servers you're in, even if you're in a different server at the moment.
That's right.
Terrifying.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Oh no, there's someone on Mars. Oh good, I don't have to take this anywhere but here. What are you guys doing with this wing? Beep beep.
Going to Discord.
There we go. Oh, I think I'm probably going to help to build this rocket. That makes sense. That is
Oh,
the
yeah.
story. We've
Cool.
uncovered it.
We're building a rocket.
Are they going to leave you behind when they find their way off Mars?
No, they gotta take the rover.
No, then
with
it's my
them.
planet.
Oh,
That's
okay.
true.
Get out of here, humans. Yeah, so this is Mars First Logistics. It is on Steam. I think it's like $20. Just a very charming game, especially in spite of its title, and even technically what you're doing in the game. But I would highly recommend it, especially if you enjoyed the Korok delivery quests in Zelda, if you wish the Mako levels in Mass Effect 1 were better, or if you want a calmer, well, not necessarily prettier, but a calmer, different art style version of Death Stranding. It's all of those things and more. I think we're going to go on a little break here, so Pat and I can set up some Armored Core. I think Tina's going to take off. I mean, you're welcome to join and watch us play Armored Core, but you don't have to.
Yeah, I think I'll actually head out to get some TikTok work done.
All right.
But it was good streaming with y'all. Have
Yeah.
a lovely Thursday, Friday,
I'm waving goodbye. The robot is
Saturday,
waving
Sunday.
goodbye to you.
Guys, bye. I'm gonna go look up that Red Bull ad.
Goodbye,
too.
Tina.
Bye,
If I
everybody.
can find it. Yeah. Bye.
Yes,
All right.
Girly. It's a Girly Boy. It's a similar timbre to the Jerry scream.
Okay, so I'm going to mute myself and stay tuned for a sec. I got to go to the bathroom as well, so
Okay.
we'll be right back. Bye. All right, it's Armored Core time. Oh, I gotta switch which game. That's fine. I can do this real quick. Game capture. It's just another Pat. Small Pat. He's always hiding behind there, actually. There we go. This is also a robot game. One I had been looking forward to quite a bit.
It's so freaking good.
Yeah, it is. It's probably my game of the year.
Really? Okay, cool.
In such a tough
Yo,
year,
I was
like
thinking for the full year.
yeah, it's just. Oh yeah, thank you. And I'll just do our. Have you made a room? Because I can make one real quick.
I have not made a room yet. No.
Okay. Bonadea dudes. Okay. Yeah, this year's tough. Like in a lot of other years, I'd easily have been able to say it was my game of the year. But the thing about this year is there's too many games. Oh yeah, I guess do we need another pig? I'm not gonna worry about it. Let me change to my AC. I'm just gonna try one that I don't usually play as. I'll try Midnight.
Oh, yeah.
I made this one a long time ago.
Yeah, I'll bust out some of my really stupid ones later.
Oh yeah, I have some dumb ones. But the if you watched my video about Armored Core, which I made before this game was even truly announced, basically all my dreams came true.
Nice.
Everything I
that's
wanted
so good.
from a new Armored Core is this game, and even some things I didn't realize I wanted. Like, I wouldn't say New Game Plus was like not a thing yet, but it wasn't such a thing that like this game I think has one of the best New Game Plus modes out there. Didn't know that, didn't expect that, but it's great. It just feels so good. Have you readied up?
No, it's just about 1 second.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring out one of my very stupid builds.
Nice.
This is completely untested. I have no idea if it's going to work.
Mm-hmm. I'm honestly not even sure the one I picked is that effective, but I made it a long time ago and I thought it looked cool. It was actually just this weekend that I beat the game for the 3rd time, and if you are playing this game and you thought you were done after the first time or even the second time, you're not, because there's more missions, other things I don't want to spoil.
It's like a Vanta Black one you built there.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually like Midnight Blue with the name, but I like the idea of like dark, shiny blue with this like bright yellow warning.
Yeah.
Parts on it, mostly for the weapons. But
All right, so this is the Black Mariah. It's totally blackout cruiser style.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Yeah. The
boat.
And I have no idea what its game plan is. Okay, I got siege missiles on there.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be tough. I've got to move. So we're just right now we're playing duels, which actually I don't know how much you've done, but I've barely done any of the online yet. Actually, I just wanted to beat the whole game before I dipped into that.
I didn't even start that until I'd beaten the game really. And I've been doing a little bit of it, but I fell off and started playing Lies of P.
And honestly, what I'm more excited to do is try out the team matches, because as much as dueling is fun,
Yeah.
I just love when there's just a ton of ACs flying around. It's kind of cacophony. Oh yeah, this was one of the ones where I tried out having 2 melee weapon or 2 left arm weapons and swapping between them, which is a high level strat. So I guess similar to the game we were just playing, this is one about building robots, but this is about fighting with robots. It's mostly a single player game where you're doing missions or sometimes doing arena matches like this where you are just one-on-one. And a lot of the missions will even have you facing off against an AC, so you got to be able to do that.
You got me.
I'm sorry. You have the one of the dumb weapons, I think.
I do. I have not figured out a good way to use these weapons.
That thing that looks like a Pac-Man and shoots out little green wisps. I tried to figure out how to use that, and I couldn't.
Yeah, I was like, it looks really weird, so it must be good.
And you get it really late game, too. This is fun. I don't use shotguns all that often, but this guy's a dual shotty.
I don't use those shotguns.
Oh, you like the heavy-duty ones? I wanted a really light build, so I wanted to use... I think these legs are actually the lightest, or the lowest capacity legs in the game.
Yes, they are, yeah.
So I had to make a really light build. But, so a thing that this game added new, which I think is like just a good improvement on Armored Core, is that they further differentiated the legs. So, for instance,
spring legs are really good at kicking now.
Yeah. I have what are called reverse jointed. So they get this huge initial jump that doesn't use any energy and means that I can be much more airborne than other builds. Pat has a tank, technically. It may look like a hovercraft, but it is technically a tank. And it can drift, which is sick. But he has to do that on the ground. Oh yeah, that was a good drift. And especially with the speedy tank treads, drifting is very handy. You can dodge a surprising amount of things with the drifting. And then the quad legs. The quad legs can hover, which is an interesting thing. It almost... So in the old games, there was another leg type called hover legs. It's like literally just its own type. And it kind of feels like they split the difference and made the tanks have a bit of the hover to them, and the quad legs can now literally hover, where they use a tiny bit of energy and can just stay like stuck in the air, and it's very interesting for missions and dueling.
Yeah, you pretty much just turn yourself into an AC-130 for a while.
Yeah. Oh, also, I think this was in the old games, but the tank treads and the quad legs can basically use bigger guns on their shoulders more effectively than other legs can.
Right, because you don't stop every time you shoot them.
Yeah. Although I've found ways to get around that to where I don't mind it. It just depends on what kind of big gun you're using. Like if it's the guns you're going to use when you get someone staggered down, the stagger bar, then it kind of doesn't matter as much. Which is actually staggers, and another new thing that I'm sure these developers learned from all their years on Dark Souls and related games. So Pat's mech has that on the heads-up to screen. If I can actually get some hits here in a sec. So there's a yellow bar that's growing as I hit him with things. Different weapons increase that bar faster than others. And once I get enough, unless Pat can get me first. He got me, actually. You get to the stagger where you are more vulnerable to damage and you stop moving for a sec critically. So the game is about getting someone's stagger to maximum, but then having enough weaponry to take advantage of that afterwards. So there is some interesting like risk-reward, trying to balance how quickly you unleash attacks and dodge and all these other things. So it's neat. It feels like Fast Armored Core did in the previous games, but it also I don't know, feels more refined. They've improved upon it.
The feel of the game is just the best thing. It's just like, I don't know, just quickly changing directions in a sweet little robot. All right, I'm gonna bring out my Majima mech.
Ooh. Okay, let me load up. I'll load up my Gundam. Is this a good mech or a dumb mech?
I haven't really tested it much.
Okay, I'll pick one I haven't used a whole lot. Something different. I feel like this one could be killer.
Yeah, it is very anime. The person earlier who was saying they'd love a game like this with a bit of Robotech veneer on it.
Try it anyway.
Ex Machina? I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Yeah, Daemon Ex Machina.
Daemon Ex Machina. Yeah, Demon Ex Machina, spelled like the old antiquated way. It's like Armored Core, but cell shaded. Pretty cool.
It has quite a bit of story actually, and you make a custom character.
A lot. Yeah.
You never see a human being in this game, which is classic
Yes.
Armored Core. It is about the disconnect, the annihilation of the body. You are a robot, and not even a robot that stays the same. It's a constantly changing robot, and that meaning is not misimplied there. The other thing is that it's also extremely anti-capitalist game series, where it's basically about how awful the world you're in is, where you're a freelance mech mercenary. It's good. I enjoy it. Ooh, I like
the degree to which it is mercenary, I think, was one of the things that really like threw me for a loop when I started, because you will do a mission for somebody where you're killing guys from a certain faction, and then the very next mission you will be working for the faction where you were like killing guys from it, and it's like, oh, it is literally like there are no alliances in this world beyond contracts.
This is my mobile artillery platform, so I don't know how it's gonna go against your tiny Alba. Oh, got them fast legs.
I'm very squishy though. I'm already at 50% HP here.
Yeah, I have. This is probably my favorite gun in the game, which is just this giant dual laser gun that looks extremely anime. I love it. I know that I think in the meta people don't like energy weapons that much, because technically their advantage is that they all have, for the most part, have charge modes that are very powerful, but they have less stagger than guns. And then there's also explosive type weapons, which is like missiles and bazookas and grenades, which I don't think anybody has a problem with. But I think generally there is a divide between whether or not energy is worth it over.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, I got my...
Alright, I forgot this build has no shoulder weapons.
Oh, wow. God, and the laser swords never look this good. Like, they definitely learned something about how fucking great it feels to swing a laser sword. And I would say even the melee weapons themselves are much more distinct than they've ever been. That's kind of a new thing. Of course, I should show some of those. I'm using the same one in both of these builds, but
Like 0 HP.
yeah, you're dodging those missiles though.
Whew.
I just have too many guns. This was definitely the solution to a lot of tricky missions. This was Radiance. I think a version of Radiance is how I first beat the Ice Worm, which, holy shit. I think at the end of the stream, I'll play
Incredible
one...
boss fight. Yeah. Yeah, you should play that mission, actually.
Should I do that one?
That it's spoilers. Yeah,
Yeah.
the game's been out for like a month and a half.
It's so good.
I won't miss.
I won't miss. AC data. Let's try my Gundam. I'll try a fast one now.
Ooh, I'm gonna bring out...
which I have cheekily named Rex 87. And a nod to the first Gundam.
Let's see. What do I want to bring out? This guy's a freak. Yeah, let's try this out. Yeah.
I wish they had a little picture of our ACs at this stage of them online.
Little matchup screen. That would be
Yeah.
cool.
It's like a thing you do in the arena in the main game, where it has a little bio for every one of the people you fight.
Yeah, a lot like the Souls games. A lot of the Meteor lore and world info is tucked away in menus and stuff. For you
The
to
radio
chill and
logs
read
that you
and-
don't have to find in missions, but can. Ooh, scary. Oh no, you got the buzzsaw.
The Ripper.
I don't know if I've actually made a build with that yet.
It's good. You got to build around it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Where are you? Where are you? There you are, behind me. No, you're not gonna get me. Oh no, you're gonna get me. Oof.
Oh, you know what? This might not work for PvP because you need to be so quick on the swap.
Oh, right, you've got it swappable. Okay. Oh no. Scared those
Oh, this is
missiles.
good. This is the good shit.
Oh no. No! God, that thing's devastating if it hits.
Yeah, it does a ton of direct damage.
Is that the charge up mode? Is that what you were doing? Or just that was just a
No, that was just a regular swipe.
Oh,
swipe.
God.
You just need to get like 1 or 2.
Alright. Gotta stay away from you, but I also gotta use my melee weapon. It's like my main damage doer in this build. Ooh. Oh god.
Oh boy, I should go for a charge.
Yeah, you might be able to wipe me out in one of those. This does not have a lot of armor. Come on, get a win.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
That's also why I like these missiles, is because they move straight in front of you. You can just
Right,
unload
yeah.
in someone who's standing point blank.
That's super fun. Ah, this game is so fun.
I was also initially, I was like, there's not that many parts in this game. What's going on? And it's because they did change things a little bit and they trickle them out more.
Yeah.
Even on those third playthroughs, you're still unlocking things every once in a while. But the store is literally like empty, or almost, compared to the old games, it feels empty. But oh no! So every melee weapon has its normal attack, often with more than one hit if you keep like hitting the attack button. But then they all have a charge mode, which is usually quite a bit more powerful. Obviously hard to pull off, but like that. Okay, but I have my shield. You have something called an expansion slot, which is basically just some kind of shield. Like Pat just did his there in the background. Mine is called terminal armor and pops when I die, and I get when I'm at 1 hit point, and it lets me exist basically for like 2 more seconds. Pat had this one that is crazy because it does damage if the enemies are near it, right?
Yep.
And also protects you.
I think it also, I think it removes any projectiles from the air around you.
Right, okay. And then there's another one that's just like a bubble shield, but you got to stay inside of it. And another one that's a little shield you can pop anytime that follows you around. But they all have different levels of defense, so it's like, you know, your play style. And that was also kind of a new thing. Let's see, who do I want now? I'm going to pick my big guy. I misspelled groundskeeper as groundskeeper, and I've just kept it because it sounds like the stupid thing this kind of a robot
That's a
game
Gundam
would do.
name.
That's a Gundam name. Just stupidly misspelled word. But this is one that just kind of looks like the Sazabi.
Right.
Because there's
Actually,
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I can pull one of the I have all of the presets downloaded too from the the character mechs like Iguazu and Pater and stuff. So maybe I'll try one of them out.
Yeah.
Actually, nah. We'll just run one of mine. Time for the Skeksis. Groundskeeper.
The groundskeeper. This is my attempt
Ready.
to make a big burly biped. Oh, I thought I was ready. Sorry. because there's every other. I mean, every leg type has its like small reverse joint, big reverse joint, small quad, big quad, and then there's the most, I guess, diversity in the just normal biped legs.
Yeah. Is this the bell bottoms build?
Yeah, like, which I love that it's
yes.
like the legs are so big that it doesn't walk. It's just always drifting, which is cool because it's kind of a nod to what it's directly inspired by,
cool.
which is, I mean, it looks kind to me more like the Sazabi, but I can't remember the name of them. I guess it's the Dom from the original Gundam series, which skated around on the ground like they were on jet boot roller skates or something, which is totally what this thing does. Oh, it's so
very
slow.
colorful builds.
Oh yeah, I love to do the. Yeah, watch out for that.
Ooh, okay. You got
Yeah.
close range options. Okay.
Moderately close range.
Oh, you got the Moonlight Blade?
Yeah, so I don't have to get in close. Yeah. I don't have agility, so I need my blade to go to you. Gotcha! See, this guy's big enough, but he just takes all your missiles. He doesn't care.
Oh shit, yeah. Alright, I gotta figure a way to work around this.
Don't get too close to the groundskeeper.
I'm so scared of you now.
I actually did specifically change it to the scary-looking head from the coral mech you get.
Yep. Yeah, that is such a freaky looking head. Man, there is one of the mech designs in this game that I just genuinely don't like looking at. Forget what, I think maybe it's Ephemera. It's the one that
It's like,
is the most organic looking one.
is it okay? I think I know the one you're talking about. There's one I don't like, or it's kind of just freaky looking, which is it's not symmetrical.
Maybe, yeah.
It's got like a horn coming out of like one side. It's the one that most
actually,
reminds me of Evangelion.
Yes, I love the Eva one. Yeah, the one I'm thinking of is it's got the weird alien head. It's got like skinny bell-bottom legs. Got a little pointy ass, and then like on the arm it has like some like sort of insect-looking panels, like
yes, the little circles. Those
yes.
arms are actually
Oh,
really
I hate
good,
it.
and I use them a ton, even though I am kind of annoyed by their look. Oh, damn, you got me with a ton of missiles. That was a bad job on my part. Can dodge them and boost them. Yeah, this guy is just designed to be a never-ending offensive nightmare. Because he can't dodge for shit.
Oh, come on.
Shoot something, anything.
Good video.
Oh, yes, bubble shield
God
saved
damn,
me at the
that was
end.
so close.
And that's. You really do notice how much the higher armor levels of the big chunky
Yeah.
stuff helps versus the no armor of the tiny things.
Let me grab another stupid mech.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna pick one of my stupid ones actually. This one was inspired by the fact that I saw someone. What am I doing? AC data. I saw somebody make a mech just look like a dude, and I thought that was really
Okay.
funny. So I didn't quite do that, but I was just like, this is just a robot that has no shoulder weapons, but 2 huge laser guns in its hands,
I love that.
and it's called
That's
Shmup.
Shmup. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yes, Pat did say his AC was literally inspired by the. Was it the Skeksis
Yes.
from Dark's Crystal? Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Did you also have a Warhammer inspired one?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have one that's like the ultramarine colors, and I spent a bunch of time in the decal editor making the little oaths of a moment, which are the scrolls with the wax seals on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I want to get back into doing, just for like hobby wise. Like I slurped all the content out of this game, but I was having a ton of fun for a few days, just getting really, really detailed in the character editor.
Ooh, this is smooth. I like this guy. Some similar parts to me, actually. That core. Which I was honestly, when I saw that mech, I did not think you would get all its parts, because it looked so different from the others.
Yeah, it looked like a boss mech. Yeah.
Yeah,
so, cool.
so it's fun. You can mix and match with those. Okay. God, when I charge both my big lasers, it's so funny looking. Wow. Wow. Again, I don't think this is a good, a good AC. Get here, Sonny. Back in my day, we didn't need any of these fancy missiles. Just a couple of good lasers. I just really stand there. I forgot that you just stand there to fire the mega version of your laser, and you take a big, long pause before you do. So they're very hard to hit.
Unless
I guess
you're a tank build.
Yeah.
I guess you're just busting them off.
I need to be using one, and then when I have a moment. Yeah, this guy sucks. Okay, this is a bad design. I just thought it looked so funny. Oh, I got a hit.
Robot Ghost. I don't think I've played this for... I'd have to check my Steam stuff, but pretty much since Lies of P came out.
Yeah, Pat's been all into
focused
that.
elsewhere.
Oh, I'm getting ya.
I played shortly after they finally
I
buffed
gotcha.
all the basic kinetic weapons, which was great.
Yeah.
They all needed it. Oh yeah, Robot Ghost. I'm a freak for those games. Love them. Only one I haven't played all the way through is Dark Souls 2. From the the FromSoft games ones.
I'm never gonna hit you with my big laser. It is fun actually having two of these, because I can just shoot you with one and charge the other.
Yeah.
That's actually working out pretty well. God, they overheat pretty quick anyway, though. Point blank. So, again, this was coming back to this game after there was literally not an Armored Core game for 10 years. And I didn't even play that much of the Xbox 360, PS3 ones. Some other things that they changed up. Energy weapons used to consume energy, like, from your generator.
Right, the same pool that you use for, like, boosting and flying and stuff.
Instead of their thing being that you charge them up, their thing was just that they were generally more powerful. It's just you had to compromise on the fact that you lost energy. But not that much more powerful, but generally a little bit. And also they had free ammo. Like, they just didn't have ammo. Or maybe maybe they'd had ammo and you didn't pay for it because it was energy. But yeah, that was a thing. I know it was easier to manage that. There was more parts in the previous games. They eliminated the radiator, but I don't think that's a huge loss. So the game's in some ways the most approachable Armored Core, which is why I recommend it. Anybody who's curious about it should try it.
Okay. Alright, I just loaded up a super stupid build that was very effective as a boss killer for a while, but I have not used in
I gotta buy this
multiplayer.
Guy. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this guy. My tank, one of the ones.
Oh yes,
the
ultra wheelchair build.
Yes.
It's it is hilarious fighting those ones in like the arena challenges. How comically fast they go. It looks like a joke.
I know. I'm gonna change this to a new map. I'll try not to do one that advantages me specifically.
Oh, whatever.
Xylem, the floating city. Wait, did it change? Do I have to confirm? Oh,
yeah, Robot Ghost. I'm excited for Spider-Man as well. I just got a new TV because I moved, and my old TV was like a hand-me-down that I'd had for 5 years, and I think the person before me had for 5 years. It's probably like a decade-old Samsung. What up, Angel? So I've joined the OLED gang. I have an OLED TV, and it has just like made me want to play and replay a bunch of games on there.
It'll do that.
Yeah.
I think I had a much more positive experience than a lot of people with Mass Effect Andromeda, because I think it was the first game I played on my OLED when I got it. And it looked gorgeous, and I didn't care about the flaws.
Yeah, so that's been me with Cyberpunk. It's just like enjoying, like it's slow, and it's a lot of just like walking around and talking to people and stuff, but it looks nice on the TV, so that's still coasting it for me. And then I started thinking about how good Spider-Man's gonna look.
Oh yeah, this is the Black Knight, and he's got a lance, the laser lance.
Oh, I got the lance too.
Oh, this will be fun. We're having a joust. Get over here. Oh, so what happens if we both do it at the same time?
I don't know. It seems
You're
like we just both kept doing our animation.
I wasn't sure. I thought you won out on that. I wasn't sure if maybe you're heavier
Maybe
or
I did.
something, or maybe the
Oh yeah,
exact
no, I didn't take any damage there.
timing of it does matter.
Oof.
Come on. Oh, you move so far in it, but when it's the one I use the charge mode the most on, I feel like. Easy pickings.
God, yeah, the bloatware on a TV these days when you buy a TV is insane. It is just
I'm honestly
out of control.
That's the one thing, is I at least still have one that doesn't have ads, and I don't think they can update it to do that. But the idea that some TVs have ads on them is so infuriating to me. God, I forgot that I just loaded this guy up with a bunch of explosives.
I gotta think of a way to beat you here.
The specific thing that makes OLEDs, like, if you don't have an OLED and you get one, honestly, the resolution is not the thing. It's kind of like what plasmas used to be, in the sense that the color difference, the contrast, especially black levels,
it is
noticeable.
Yeah,
super
it is how
noticeable.
dark the dark areas are. It's gorgeous. So I'm gonna be. I think I'm gonna play the Resident Evil DLC on there. That should be really fun because you got a lot of shadows in there.
The way I describe it is, if you have a black bezel on your TV, it looks like the bezel. If something's supposed to be black on the TV, it looks like it's off, and it's impressive if you've just looked at a lot of LCDs that have that like gray black.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to open this up to a team match and see if we can get some?
Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
Okay, so I gotta leave room.
Oh, that's a good idea, Lance. Honestly, maybe I'll do that.
Let's see. Create. Let's just see if we can get. I guess the matches are only 4-player, right? There's no reason to do more than that.
Yeah. That's cool.
Let's do Jorgen, refueling base, member rotation, access.
And it's like team match or 2v2 or something like that.
I guess I don't have to do that. I think we might decide that. Oh, single. Oh, if it's single, we might. I don't. Oh no, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna do that. Locked. Yeah. Okay.
So, Ryan, if you're asking in general why that's not how TVs work, I had to learn what OLEDs were before I went shopping for this. Essentially, the way most TVs work is there is an LCD panel or a series of LCD panels that is used to backlight the liquid crystal display, so that they can have any color at all. You need to shine light through them. And on an OLED display, each individual pixel is its own LED. It creates its own light. So there's no need. So what happens on a traditional LCD display is the black areas still have light shooting through them.
Inviting you, by the way.
Thank you. Got it. Which means they end up looking brighter than they should.
Mm-hmm.
Because that light is needed to light the pixels around it.
It's frankly a thing where sometimes it's too bright. And I definitely had to like tweak that. Like some stuff I was just like, for the reason Pat's saying, it can also get brighter oftentimes, or they can get extremely bright. And so you can have that super contrast between a very dark spot and a very bright spot. And it just is, video games do that all the time. I mean, that's what explosions are. They're a bunch of very bright and very dark spots in one space. So it just looks very nice on an OLED. So I feel like they're a thing that's worth the price premium. Oh, we got someone.
Got one person.
Okay, I've got to pick something that's not embarrassing. I'm gonna choose my. This is Sprite, who I feel like I used a lot. Just
Sprite Pepsi.
when I didn't know what a level a mission was gonna throw at me. This was one I did. Yeah, I mean HDR is like part of the thing you get with having a OLED. I know there are HDR in other TVs, but like it really does. You get a lot more out of it, I think, when it has that much of a difference in contrast.
The first thing that I popped on to test my new enhanced black levels was John Wick 4, because the lighting in that movie is just so incredible, and there are just so many great, rich, dark areas, and it's like, oh my god, oh my god. Sponsored content.
Might just kick this off with 4 people if it'll let us.
So if it's a 4-person game, it should get us in there. Is it a is it a 2v2 game you set up?
To do teams, it actually made me increase it to 6 players. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe, okay. Looks like we're getting some more. So
anybody, if you have Armored Core at home, feel free to hop in. Search term Polygon, I think.
Yeah, I feel like LGs are often pointed to as like very nice OLEDs, but I feel like there is another company that makes them. Does Vizio make them as well?
I don't know. I think Samsung does. I went on Wirecutter and looked up what their
that's probably it.
Were.
I know. Submit has a LG, and he'll tell you they're great. Maybe Samsung calls them something else, but yeah.
So there's a thing called QLED, which is different.
Mm-hmm.
It's still an LCD display. This is. I promised myself I'd never talk like this. I promised myself never to care about TVs.
You got an OLED, and now it happens. It's happened to you.
It happened. It happened.
It can happen to you. Oh, Samsung makes both. That's confusing. Oh, I just realized that Loader 4's logo, I believe, is the Empire of Xeon from.
Oh, sick! That's cool.
Gundam.
Oh, okay, Robogos. That's neat.
So yeah, that's interesting. That's like straddling between the two in a way.
Right.
Now, Stoster, monitors, they're just starting to make OLED gaming monitors. I guess it's hard to make them smaller or something, but I feel like you can get a 27 OLED now for about $1,000. So
my God.
I'm still waiting on that, but that is my dream, is to have an OLED PC monitor.
Holy shit. Okay, we're doing 3 versus 3.
Yeah, we had to wait up for 6. So are you...
Okay.
Yeah, we're on the same team. Cool. Who are we fighting? All right.
It's a bunch of cool guys.
Ooh, those hand missiles can be really good. That's interesting.
That's a Venom build.
Oh, hell yeah. Look, that's cool. All right. Hell yeah.
That's it. All right.
All right. Here we go. I'll try to be with you. Come on. Show your face.
Wow, this is intense. I've never done one of these.
Yeah, this is so many. Now this is pod racing. Ooh. I see a target.
I'm about to be
just
dead.
Hunting him. Yeah, you might have gotten chosen as the first. Oh no, maybe it'll be me. Holy shit.
Okay, so this is the score-based one where we reboot.
Whew. Oh, it is? Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
Man, I wish the new Hawken was good.
I haven't heard that name in years.
Yeah, they launched a new one made by nobody who worked on the original one. All of the art was like weird AI art.
I remember that being a surprisingly good free-to-play game. What?
Yeah, it was one of the first like kick-ass free-to-play games.
Did it just close? Like, what happened to it? Oh my god, I'm being punished. I feel like I tried
mean, it had a really good run, the first one. I just think it aged out.
Damn. This, I feel like, is a team that is working in conjunction.
Oh, they got me.
Oh, they got me. I think this would have been a better thing for the groundskeeper. Maybe he would have been a huge target, I don't know. Ooh. God, that red version of Moonlight.
Yeah, it's
killer.
Sick.
Yes, this is a FromSoft
game thing.
And there is a sword called Moonlight. It kicks ass. It's what I've been using. It's the one a laser sword that like shoots its laser out as a beam, which is real cool. And very useful.
Oh shit, that reminds me. I wish-listed a game that I need to pick up for myself, but there's I was watching Iron Pineapple do one of his like playing a bunch of Souls-likes videos, and there is a game that is inspired by Kingsfield.
Holy shit.
But it's like actually it's very cute, and it's like half Kingsfield, half InSim, and it's got a very cute art style. And there's a crow in it called Cheryl, which is very cute.
God, this guy's armor.
I gotta look up the name of that one.
Okay, we did half as much. That's not as bad as when we were at 400 to 100. Oof, but I didn't get a lot of points. Okay, I'm gonna pick a different mech.
Yeah, me too. Let's see. Let me bring out one of my...
Oh, I'm gonna try. So I made this thing, which is totally a like Gundam thing. I made two versions of a mech, Atlantic and Pacific, which are both
I love that.
missile mechs. One of them is for targeting one enemy, and one is for targeting multiple enemies. So I'm gonna go with Atlantic. See how
That's
good
right, Jacob.
The missile meta is online. Oh, everybody stuck around, so we can do another fight. Get crushed again. God, it's not like... Pat was saying that this game just feels good. I almost describe it as nothing else quite feels like it.
Yeah.
The flight in it, like, which you can customize by how big you make your generator or how good. Oh, that guy's.
Hey, that's
heavy arms. They made heavy arms.
heavy arms. Yep, that's heavy arms.
I literally did the Leonardo. I know that. Oh, he's got the dumb weapons. Ooh. What's he gonna do with those?
Oh, I'm
getting
sprayed.
I gotta get out of here. I am long range. Leave me alone. Oh my god, just tearing me apart.
Wow, chaos.
Just trying to unload as many missiles as I can before I die.
Cool game.
Ooh, yes. Okay, I got one Moonblade in there before I died. That was nice.
I gotta pick a target here.
We still have not made a score yet, but one of theirs is rebooting. So how do we not get a score out of that? That's weird. should have paid attention to how you actually score in this one. Oh, I should have changed the level.
Oh boy, I just got absolutely melted.
Oh, I see why one of them is impenetrable. They're using the coral shield. Oh, I finally defeated one of them, though.
Chris Bird says your mech reminds me of battle mech missile boats. Battletech.
Yes.
Yeah, that was.
So they hired, first of all, some famous mech designers for this game. But as you go
Really?
through the parts, yeah, I wish I could. I knew their names specifically, but they've done a lot of recent, just anime and manga and stuff. But they, you can definitely see in the different like builds. There's kind of sets like arms and legs and cores that are supposed and a head that's supposed to go together. You know, big burly ones, heavy, small light ones, whatever. Organic looking ones or ones that look more. But you'll also find ones that like, oh, this one's a Gundam, or like Pat said, this one's an Evangelion. They definitely are inspiring them. There's even stuff that I think looks like modern Gundam, and stuff that's more inspired by older Gundam. There's there's a great one I love that's that like, I don't know how to describe it, but kind of like Michelin Man looking robot, like kind of puffy.
Cinder Carlos one.
Yeah. So I should say famous mech like drawing artist designer. No, they didn't actually build robots as far as I know.
Yeah, not a lot of them. A couple of them actually brush up a little bit against like BattleTech territory, but they're all generally a bit too humanoid for that.
Yeah. And I feel like there's also still definitely room for Armored Core's own kind of mech style, as much as it's drawing on a lot of inspirations.
I don't think I got a single point that round.
I think I got one kill because I was able to swing in there with a missile at the end. Yeah, you did good on our team. All right, I guess we can punish ourselves with one more of these, and then maybe I'll do.
Actually, it's 150 now. You want to hop into show the big worm?
The big worm. Sorry, guys.
Show worm.
Okay. I am going to load up the thing I know can defeat it, so I don't embarrassingly lose on this one. What AC design?
I have a build specifically called Worm Killer.
Oh, yeah. This is Request. It's a shiny maroon mech.
Request. That's a great name.
Yeah, I was trying to.
You're very good at naming your mech.
I played a lot. Yeah, I know how. I'm just gonna go through and show them all really quickly. So yeah, we got Rex 87, which is a play on RX 78. RX being the name. RX 78 being the name of the first Gundam. Jeez. Request, I think it just sounded cool. Glade is a green mech. Midas with his one golden arm. I really like that one.
Nice.
Ground scheme, I don't even know what this color scheme is, but I just thought it looked cool. And this is the one where I really played around with the fact that for the first time you can change the luster and shine metallicness of different parts. So my metallic like copper orange is all shiny metal, and everything else is like white dull plastic. This is supposed to be like, I need to work on this, but it's the InQ Bunny. Nesquik Bunny.
Oh my god.
But I'm going to work on that one. Sprite. I like Radiance. That's also a cool shiny mech. This is the big kind of the one I was talking about. He's a little round. He needs a better name. Right now he's just big. And then yeah, Atlantic and Pacific.
Big the cat.
But let's go fight a worm.
Oh, worm.
Destroy the ice worm. So if you truly want to be surprised by cool shit in this game, it's not so much a story thing. I don't think, or at least this level won't spoil too much of it.
Oh, can you screen share to me just so I can hear the audio? I want to hear
Yeah, you're right. It's really cool.
You like screen share it like a low res.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to share your screen. Armored Core.
Thank you.
No problem.
It's time, 621. You ready?
It's time, 621.
So yeah, you just hear a lot of voices over the radio. There's conversations that take place outside of missions where it's just two characters and some icons talking. Like, it's not fancy in its storytelling,
Oh,
but it's
sorry, real quick.
pretty good.
Right-click in Discord and turn
Oh.
off your display.
I always does this. How do I do that?
I think it'd probably be right-click and show my screen or something. And then yeah. Oh dear.
Oh dear, I need to pause.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, show non
Yeah,
video. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. This mission is going to have a lot of characters that you kind of meet throughout it. Weirdly working together, but as Pat says, that's a weird thing in this game. Oh my god. Also a FromSoft game, there is a big worm enemy. Or snake. Which we cannot even hurt it. Oh my god. Holy I should be dead. I might have a tougher time. Okay, give me a shot. Show me your pretty face. I have to hit it in its face with this specific gun in order to weaken its shield.
Yes.
Weaken its shield. And then Rusty will finish its shield, and then I can shoot it in the face for damage. Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it. Ah! Get it? There we go. Okay.
Nice.
Shield loss confirmed. Initializing ORC firing sequence. Connecting EML modules. Opening energy turbines.
Okay, it's gonna come from this direction.
Sighting correction A-OK. 90, 95.
Give me that beautiful face.
I won't miss.
Yes. Oh, it's so good every time.
It is
I fucking love Rusty.
so good. Alright, that's one.
We did it. Did what? The bare minimum.
Did what? Fuck you, snail.
Targets deploy drones, tourist. I'll handle them.
It is good as voice acting. You know exactly what these people would look like. Or they're very easy.
Yeah.
Not even necessarily what they look like, but what emotion they're talking with.
Right.
So again, it's like simple storytelling, but it's pretty darn effective.
In like direct lore terms, how many AC pilots have bodies? Do they have bodies? Do we know at all?
So this game, I think, is the first one that's really heavily implied the like modifications of bodies. I don't necessarily think that was a thing. It just didn't bother showing humans in past games because it's like, why have a human asset in this robot game? Like,
Energy turbine output at 80%.
okay.
Output 95%.
I think like
100%.
I feel like some of them must have like, or I feel like probably, right? Most of them have presences outside of their cockpits and stuff. I feel like your character feels like an outlier in that maybe they're just a brain in the jar.
Yeah, because there's some hints that like you have a bunch of stuff in your head, or you're like, I don't know, essentially in a coma and can just pilot your AC. I'm not sure. It's so hinted at but never confirmed. I love that lightning strike thing.
Coder says, "No, leave my Chic Quattro electric razor alone."
Looks like things just took a nasty turn.
It's just me and Chatty Stick. Oh no, missiles. Oh my god.
Afford to lose control of the situation. This next shot will be
Oh,
my
cool,
last.
CRISPR bird.
Yeah, but there's a whole thing about like generation 1 like through 9 of human modification, and you're 4. And it's
And Gen
notable
4 is known for being rough.
rough, but then they also talk about how like, oh wow, you're a Gen 1 and you're still around. Like, there's definitely a lot more going on there than I'm sure the writers understand, but oh no, get away from me. Oh, I forgot, this time you have to shoot it twice. Shit.
Twice,
Okay.
yeah.
I still got one repair I should be. Come on, show me that beautiful beam footage.
I love the aesthetic of all the coral tech in this game.
I know.
The coral weapons.
Good third day. Looks like the beast goes on the defensive when it feels cornered.
Yeah, imagine that. Ah, shoot. The thing is, of course, they give you this gun that you have to shoot in its one target area, and it's like a delayed shot kind of weapon.
Yeah, with a long ass cooldown. If you miss the opportunity, you need to wait till the next cycle.
Oh, it just like fell over because I got it. That was cool.
All EML modules
I don't know if I'd noticed that before.
energy turbines at full capacity.
Oh, here we go. You like big explosions?
Overcharge.
All emergency valves closed.
The audio getting all crackly. That's so good.
Yes. Oh, that's so fucking cool.
All or nothing.
Fall, 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 fall. Shoot it, shoot it.
God, the way all of the audio drops out other than his mic right there
I
is so
know.
good.
Choice.
I feel like he's the coolest character in the game.
Oh no. Of course,
In a lot of
everything
ways,
needed to
he's the
reload.
closest thing to like a hero character in the game.
Yeah. Oh no.
Shit me. The freelancer really did it.
Worm detonated.
I mean, I also liked Carla a lot. She's obviously a more murky character,
Oh yeah, no, Carla rocks too. Yeah.
but I think Carla was my second favorite.
Blast will contaminate the area. Get out of it.
Goodbye, Worm. And that's Armored Core. I've technically beat the game, but I'm probably going to keep playing it because it's incredible, and you should play it. You should also watch someone's new video on YouTube.com.
Let me see if I can pull it out real quick.
Oh no. Pat, I'm so sorry. You should say whatever you want to say, but you've turned into a robot for me. And instead of restarting all my audio software, I'm just going to let you say your part.
I'm just gonna post a link to someone's video.
I am but a single wave
Um,
from the coral tide.
bye. Bye, everyone.
The Rubicon in without a body.
We're both robots. Cool. What an appropriate end to this
No one
stream.
even knew I was there.